on the haves and the have-nots.
Don't.
It's like that?
Yes, it's like that.
I love you, Dad.
Yeah, right.
Tell me you love me.
You should look into getting control of Catherine's estate while she's locked away.
Wyatt, you tried to kill your father. I see nothing has changed, so...
I do not want to be your friend anymore.
You're not in the will, darling.
Come on, Kate, let's cut the BS.
Let's not be us.
Hannah, what the hell are you doing?
All right, have and have not fans, just in awe of that new theme song. I mean, come on now. Make sure you like the video. I'd really appreciate it if you do. So hit the thumbs up button, click that subscribe button, follow me on my social media platforms. Links are in that description box below. And most importantly, hit the bell notification icon and select all. That way you are up to date whenever I post new content to the channel. You just saw the end credit trailer for next week's episode, Power of the Purse, Season 8, Episode 2, airing, wow, December 1st. Gosh, can you believe that? Next week, December. Wow, the synopsis is going to be Jim schemes on getting revenge. Now, let's jump into it. We pretty much pick up where we left off. Derek is approaching Hannah, who pulls a knife, and come on, Derek. It's like that? Yes, it's like that. I mean, that line of dialogue was as random and unbelievable as when he was telling Benny, it's like, well, I'm trying to make it up to, it's like, how the hell you make up for a rape? Wait, you're right, that's stupid. Yeah, I mean, Derek, his biggest mistake to me was approaching Hannah. It's like, yo, flashbacks, dude, just, she ain't going to be on the defense this time. She got a knife for offense, that's for sure. So then we go over to the hospital. Jim is, with Wyatt in the hospital room. I love you, Dad. Yeah, right. Tell me you love me. Come on, let's be real here. I think Wyatt is pulling the same crap he tried to pull with Catherine in jail when they were across from each other. And Catherine called him out. I was like, you're only saying this because you don't want your father now to press charges against you. So that's why Wyatt's going to pull on this act with Jim. Remember the son that literally shot him. I mean, it's kind of funny because when little Jimmy was up in there, for lack of a better phrase, Jim was his bitch. He's like, he literally told him everything. He's like, yeah, yo, don't call my mom the maid. You better put some respect on Celine's name. And then pretty much he revealed it was a toy gun. But as soon as he left the room, it was like, kid has balls. Maybe he is my son. It's kind of funny how the son who he neglected is the one he has some respect for, whereas the son he gave everything to and shot him is trying to get him to say he loves him. So in the actual trailer for season 8, there's a scene where we have Jim and David right outside the hospital room, and Jim is telling David that he wants Wyatt to pay for what he did. So that probably goes into the synopsis of Jim schemes on getting revenge, most likely on Wyatt. All right, so we also have another Jim and David scene. I'm guessing this is at Catherine's house. David's telling Jim, I think you ought to fight to get control of the estate while she's locked away. So basically while Catherine's in jail, David's suggesting that, Jim fights to get power of attorney, because at the very end of the trailer, there's a scene where Hannah is in Catherine's room kind of working on stuff, has the laptop out. No, kudos to Hannah, because it would be so easy for somebody in her position to just kind of squander the abilities away. Just, oh, I'm signing this paper. It's like, well, okay, well, these are Catherine's accountants and I trust their judgment. And, I feel like Catherine wouldn't put them in that position if she didn't feel that they were trustworthy. So I'm going to sign the documents for this, computer science and app, or, get the return on this investment, or, okay, sign this so this condo stays off the market. No, she pretty much was told by Catherine, hey, I trust you to have the power of my estate. But of course, Hannah is aware that, hey, even though I can go to Catherine to get the information on what I should be doing, there you go. Even though Hannah has made it clear she's not going to make a move without Catherine's approval, I like the fact that she's doing her homework, because, like I said, she doesn't have to do that. But at the same time, she wants to make sure she at least knows the terms and conditions before she signs anything, and also gets the second look through via Catherine. So that is pretty dang good. I like that. All right, so we also have Wyatt and Jeffrey to get. When was the last time we saw Wyatt and Jeffrey? And I'm not counting phone calls. When was the last time Wyatt and Jeffrey shared a scene together? I mean, I remember the one time where, trying to think, one of the last times I can recall is when Wyatt, this was at his condo, and Jeffrey called the rehab people to take him away, and then Justin came and pointed a gun at both of their heads, I believe, but then Jeffrey knocked him out, well, punched him in the face. So that's one of the last times I remember. Now, I know there may have been another time, but guys, I just don't, I feel like Justin Bieber. Guess what? I don't recall. It's like, I really don't. What happened? Okay, he testified against his parents. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not going to sit up here and try to, break my brain over something that honestly didn't matter, because Wyatt's telling Jeffrey that he doesn't want to be friends anymore. And kind of going back to, the whole thing about, I love you, Dad, and we all know it's a ploy in order to get on Jim's good side. Jeffrey's like, I see nothing has changed. Yeah, pretty much, it's like, why? You tried to kill your father. It's like, yeah, because he's probably doing, I need to get out of here. Wow. And then we get to the final part of the trailer that I have yet to discuss, and that's Catherine talking with Jim in jail, and she's pretty much making it clear, oh, darling, you're not in my will. Cut the BS, Catherine. No BS. We know back from season 1, before Catherine went under the knife for breast cancer surgery, that she had Hannah, and I guess that camera was destroyed. But remember, Catherine gave Hannah like a video camera, which it looks extremely out of date now. I mean, this is like back in 2013. So yeah, she basically had Hannah record her video will before she went into surgery. But also remember, Jim was not to have a cent of my, will. So basically whatever she had left, Jim was not in the will. Then you move forward in time after Amanda died, and, Catherine revealed to Hannah that she updated her will, and she left Hannah with, like, what was it, $4 million, $5 million or something like that. And Hannah also said, well, your husband ain't in your will. Jim was not in the will. So that is not BS. It was made clear and also, way back after, well, even before the updated will version 2, when I think it was called Amanda's Room, when Catherine and Jim are both in Amanda's room looking to see if there's any kind of clues that could have indicated why she did what she did, even though we know that she was not killed by herself. She was killed by someone else. And, in the backyard in the garden, you got Wyatt testifying against his parents. Or was he admitting to the Little Lizzie thing? It was when Jennifer Salison and her assistant were there, and they were in the backyard talking. And basically, Catherine said, $7.4 million. Lloyd told me it left the bank. We know that was the extortion money from Candace. And she's like, fine, we're getting a divorce, and you're going to walk out of here with the clothes on your back and your life. And it's like, fine, that's only fair. So pretty much, yeah, it's been understood. Jim is not in the will whatsoever. So that's pretty much the next episode, Power of the Purse. And it seems like, Hannah's going to have power over Jim. We're just going to see how things play out. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts on next week's episode in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe like I asked so nicely at the beginning of the video. And shout out to the patrons over on Patreon. You can join in for as little as $1 a month. Or if you would just make a upfront donation, do so via PayPal or Cash App. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.